His performance and his game style has changed so much. We were used to see Juan Lebron smashing from all over the court, but suddenly he didn't smash nothing. When the couple Lebron and Qaalán were in 2023 in the worst moments, then suddenly they come back. They reached some finals and won in Menorca, Malmo and Milano. And even they reached the final in the Master Final against Paquito and Chingoto, and remember this name. Anyways, after that Master Final, Lebron and Qaalán decided to continue their adventure together for the 2024 season. And that was one of the best news for all the padel fans to see Coello Tapia, Stupa Dineno and Lebron Qaalán healthy and ready for the new season of Premier Padel. During the preseason, Lebron and Qaalán didn't show up in the Hexagon Cup, but they did it in the Reserve Cup in Miami. There, they played against the Super Pibes Stupa Dineno and lost against them. Something to be prepared for the Premier Padel season that started last week in Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia. The first tournament of the first full season of Premier Padel. Because remember that the two previous seasons of Premier Padel were at the same time at the World Padel Tour. So this year is gonna be the most epic season in the history of Padel. And the adventure for Lebron and Qaalán in Premier Padel 2024 couldn't start better. In the round of 16, they faced Coqui Nieto and John Sanz and they won over them. And what happened in semifinals? They played against the Super Pibes. In 3 sets, Lebron and Qaalán beat Stupa Dineno. And who were waiting in the final? Arturo Coello and Agustín Tapia. So in the same tournament, in the first tournament of the season, Lebron and Qaalán faced Stupa Dineno and Coello and Tapia. And who won the title? Juan Lebron and Ale Qaalán, because in the final they won in the third set 6th ranking. They played the final last Saturday, and in Monday they needed to play in Doha, here in the capital of Qatar. But this tournament, remember, is a major. That means the biggest prize pool and the highest points. Obviously, if you combine both, that means pressure. In 2022 and 2023, Lebron and Qaalán played here in Doha, but they didn't win. So if you mix these feelings plus this tournament is an outdoor tournament, it's not an easy one. But anyways, first round for Lebron and Qaalán, they could win easily against Solano and Windal. After that win, Lebron and Qaalán reached the media center and asked this question from Carles Prat from Padel 20.
Después de tanto tiempo diciendo de la separación famosa de Ale Qaalán y Juan Lebron, por fin podemos dejar ya descartado y que la gente siga pensando que tenemos Juan Lebron y Ale Qaalán para mucho tiempo.
Pero es que eso solo lo decís vosotros. Nosotros nunca hemos hablado al respecto y bueno, la verdad que estamos en un muy buen momento, con muchas ganas de hacerlo lo mejor posible en pista, y creo que lo mejor posible para nosotros es ganar muchos títulos.
Obviously, Ale Qaalán at that moment didn't expect what is gonna happen, because the next match will be the end of an era, the end of the project Juan Lebron and Ale Qaalán. Round of 16, Doha Premier Padel Major 2024, Juan Lebron, Ale Qaalán against Javi Garrido and Mike Yanguas. First set for Juan Lebron and Ale Qaalán in the tiebreak 7-6. Second set 7-6 for Javi Garrido and Mike Yanguas also in the tiebreak. And then in the third set is where all exploded. In a moment in the third set, Yanguas asked for a video review for a Lebron serve. The referee called it out, so Lebron lost his serve. After that, some bad comments between the players started that I couldn't even hear from the stands. But the moment was when Juan Lebron and Ale Qaalán lost their serve and they ran. So Juan Imieres, Yanguas and Garrido's coach, stood up and asked for that to Lebron. They were confronting each other and Garrido and Yanguas called the supervisor. The game continued, but Lebron was out of his mind. So finally, Qaalán and Lebron lost their final match. And this is how Qaalán looked after that loss. Just imagine how frustrated could feel Qaalán in that moment. But the worst part is that the problems were not finished on the court, but off the court. Just for you to know the situation, Garrido, Yanguas and Mieres reached the media center with 2 body warts. And after that crazy day, Lebron uploaded an Instagram story saying sorry. So probably you are wondering if there is gonna be a penalty for Juan Lebron. Well, I have talked with some referees and they told me that the penalties are given once the tournament is over. And the penalties can be economical or related to loose tournaments. That means that LeBron can get a penalty and he will be forced to not appear in some tournaments. But anyways, after this Premier Padel Qatar Major here in Doha, the next following tournament will be in Acapulco in 2 weeks. And Juan Lebron and Ale Galán are already enrolled to the tournament. They appear as the first couple in the ranking. So that tournament in Acapulco, where the paddle was invented in 1969, could be the last tournament of Juan Lebron and Ale Galán together. So who took the decision to split up? Well, it's obvious that that was Ale Galán. So what were the main reasons behind that? The first thing that comes to my mind is that possible penalty. Imagine the case that I don't think is gonna happen, that LeBron got a penalty for 5 or 7 tournaments. But honestly, I don't think that is gonna happen. So a second reason could be their game style. But after winning in Riyadh and over Koyan Tapia and Stupa Dineno, I don't think so. So the third reason and the most probably one is about the image and the behavior. We all know that Juan Lebron is so passionate on the court, and that without a doubt is part of his success. But what happened against Garrido and Yang was, honestly, I have never seen something like that. Because we have seen Juan Lebron claiming something to Ale Galán during some matches or even against some opponents. And obviously what happened in Chile is something different. There in Chile was no aggressive, there was no verbal violence. So now just try to think how frustrated could felt Ale Galán the other day. Actually, when Galán shook hands with Garrido and Yanguas, he said sorry about everything. He knew at that moment what happened, but he couldn't even imagine what is gonna happen after that. So now that Ale Galán has taken the decision to split their ways with Juan Lebron, who is gonna play with? Well, 99% official, Ale Galán is gonna play with Fede Chingoto.